is the absolute premise of everything I say. Even mathematicians who construct axiomatic systems don't have those. Axioms are just handy ways of starting an argument for the purpose of a particular construction. Now, it seems to me that all of us, when we argue about anything, we're always starting in medias res, in the middle of things. We start with whatever our parents and our teachers taught us. We don't start with some absolute premise, whether it's Christian or any other kind of absolute premise. We work around by seeing whether the things that we believe explain the things we observe, and seeing whether the things we observe can support the beliefs we have about the unseen reality that explains them. That's how science progresses. It doesn't progress by positing some absolute. That's the whole point of the difference between science and religion. Causality, in particular, is indeed an assumption that we continue to use, and which has absolutely no need of the hypothesis of the Christian or any other God. If it did, then Aristotle, who actually had some very interesting things to say about causality, couldn't have intelligibly said them. Now, somehow I'm charged with inconsistency because I claim that human life and the value of human life is something that I can uphold and believe in without needing any premise that refers to God. But look, let's just start here. And again, it's not an absolute start, but it's a pretty damn good place to start. Pain is bad. Pleasure, otherwise, other things being equal, is good. So it doesn't take God to legitimate the inference that causing pain in someone is bad, and that causing pleasure in someone is good. Okay? That's a perfectly sufficient way to start a discourse about morality. And then you would go on by discussing all the different ways in which things can be painful or pleasurable. Now, one final thing about information, storage, and so on. No, it's not a ridiculous argument, because the fact is that we too are not just storage, but information processing machines, and that you don't have to claim that meaning is physical, and I didn't claim that meaning was physical. On the contrary, I said the beauty of my poem is that it actually contains, in some sense, because it embodied some non-physical information. That's what it is. That's what it is to be an information storage. So there's no confusion there. Thank you.
For his remarks. At this point in the evening, our MC David will take over for a 20-minute Q&A.
Thank you, Rachel. We are now, as she said, going to take 20 minutes for a Q&A. There are actually several ushers who are going around giving out comment cards. Please leave your contact information only if you wish to be contacted after this evening. So they're passing them out now. If you have comments for the debaters directly, please write them on the back of the comment card and we'll be able to forward them to either debater in the next few days. On your way out, when you leave, you may leave your comment cards with the ushers who will be waiting at the back. The way the question and answer period is going to work is very simple. If you have a question, in each aisle there is a microphone where you can actually go up to, and if you have a question, please write it on the back of your card where you can actually come up and read it directly to the debaters, in which you may address it to either one. Please, one question only. Try to limit it as much as possible to about 30 seconds. And if you have extra comments, leave them on the card. Each debater will then have about 2 minutes to answer. Pour ceux qui sont plus confortables d'écrire la question et de poser la question en français, sentez-vous libre de le faire. Je vais être capable de traduire la question pour ceux qui ont besoin de traduction pour le docteur de Sousa et Révérend Booth. S'il vous plaît, gardez ça à une question seulement. Le garder environ 30 secondes. Et si vous avez des commentaires supplémentaires, les laissez en arrière de la carte qui sont passées par les gens dans les allées. Chaque personne va avoir 2 minutes pour répondre à la question. Nous espérons dans le futur être capables d'avoir un débat bilingue pour accommoder le plus de personnes possible. Nous prions de nous excuser pour l'inconvénient. You may begin to fill out the comment cards right away as they're being passed out, and the Q&A will start in 2-3 minutes.